Imagine a sound that haunts a whole town but refuses to show up on a sound map. It is not music. It is not traffic. It is a thin, relentless low drone that creeps into bedrooms and under skin. People wake gasping. Windows rattle. Some move away. Many are left wondering if the world is quietly conspiring against them. It started as odd complaints in isolated places. A village in England, a town in New Mexico, a coastal city in Canada. At first it sounded like a nuisance, an urban legend traded at bar counters. Then microphones and scientists arrived. The phenomenon had a name, the hum. Only a fraction of people can hear it, usually between 1 and 10%, and those who do hear it describe the same thing across continents. Low, persistent, localized, yet impossible to trace. What makes it terrifying is how it betrays our trust in the senses. When investigators put out arrays of microphones and vibration sensors, sometimes nothing shows. In some towns, engineers found obvious culprits: an off-tuned industrial fan, distant diesel generators, underground gas valves. Fix the machinery, the sound fades, life returns. But in the most famous cases, there is no machine to blame. That is where the story twists. Neurologists point a finger at the brain. Tiny irregularities in the inner ear or neural circuits can turn normal background vibrations into a continuous phantom sound. Tinnitus on a communal scale. But the hum does not always behave like internal noise. It can move, concentrate on certain neighborhoods, or change pitch with the weather. Then come the environmental suspects. The ocean produces invisible rhythms called microseisms when waves slam into each other, and the coast. Giant ship engines, distant drilling, and even power lines can create infrasonic pressure waves that make buildings sing. Recent studies have linked some hums to industrial or maritime activity hundreds of miles away, carried on the bones of the Earth itself. The farther we listen, the stranger the echoes become. The escalation is human. For some, the hum is an annoyance. For others, it destroys sleep, careers, marriages. There are documented exoduses, sleepless parents, lawsuits that stretch for years. Entire towns have invested millions to chase a sound that sometimes refuses to be chased. The payoff is unsettling and oddly humble. The hum is not a single monster to be slain. It is a mirror that shows how fragile our sense of normal is, how the planet hums with forces we barely measure, and how our brains can turn that whisper into a howl. The mystery is not fully solved, but every investigation has taught us to listen more carefully to the background song of Earth. Want to keep chasing mysteries that shimmy at the edge of science and sanity? Subscribe and share this with someone who thinks they hear the night breathing.